Hi, I'm Kazarian from So Cool Games, and I've just made my first indie game. I wanted to create something small that wouldn't take long as a little bit of a warm-up exercise for a game jam that's due to start in just a few hours from when this video releases. So I decided to put a spin on the classic arcade game Pong by making it circular. In the first 2 hours, I set up movement for the ball and the paddle, where the ball would move off in a different direction from the center of the screen, and the paddle would rotate around a point, and the ball would bounce off the paddle. This probably should have been easier than it was, but I ran into a bug where the ball just wasn't moving correctly, so I needed to fix that. After that, I got working on a system that kept track of the high score and displayed it in the center of the screen, and reset the level once the ball goes out of bounds. Now that we have the core gameplay loop, I chose to add a bit of polish to the game by creating a particle system that would trigger when the ball hits the paddle. I know people usually wait towards the end before adding these polish details towards the game, but this is something I wanted to do now, as I feel like it just gives a bit more of a flair and gives some sort of thing to react when the ball does hit the paddle. It's at this point I noticed a bug where the paddle reacts when it hits the ball. And it took a few hours of me trying on my own to realize I do not have the skill set to fix this bug. So huge shout out to the people in Inbound Shovels community for helping me debug this one thing. Thank you so much, guys. My next bit of polish was adding a hit sound effect that plays at a slightly different pitch every time the ball hits the paddle. And then to make the game a bit more visual appealing, I created a spotlight for the ball and set it so the paddle casts shadows. And this, for me, completely changed up the visuals of the game and looks 10 times better. It was at this point I noticed my score before the ball going out of bounds was between 16 to 22. So I added a power-up that increases the size of the paddle for 10 seconds and set it to spawn within the game area every 15 seconds. And this helped me get an average high score of between around 18 to 25. I felt having such a low score wouldn't offer much replayability for players and wouldn't offer that much of a challenge. So I added a second power-up that would reset the ball speed to its base speed before gradually increasing the speed the more times it hits the paddle, and set this to also spawn every 15 minutes within the play area. But I realized having 2 power-ups spawn every 15 seconds wasn't really that fair. So I changed the entire power-up system to, instead of spawning 2 power-ups every 15 seconds, it would pick one randomly from a list and add that. I feel like this is a good change that I made because it also leaves option to add more power-ups later and just pull them from the list instead of the original system that we had. Finally, I created a scene where if the ball goes out of bounds, it shows the player's latest scores as well as the player's highest scores. And from there, I created a main menu scene and a game credits scene with links to my YouTube channel. That's the state of the game we currently have right now as is. I have plans to add a few more power-ups and change the score system to something that's a more user-friendly and allows you to see scores from other players from all around the world. But if you guys want to play the game as it currently is, you can check out the link in the description below and play it over on my itch.io page. As well as that, if you have any suggestions on what power-ups you would like to see in a game, please do let me know in the comments of this video below. That's all I have for this video, and I'll look forward to sharing my next project with you guys in just a few weeks after the results of the Inbound Shovel Game Jam. Until then, we'll see you next time.